Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says exactly on the button 10 o'clock on Tuesday night. Back with two national hunt horses and one on the goo tomorrow. For newcomers that don't know what the goo is, that means it is on the artificial surface. It is in Dundalk. I'm not too long back. I was at a funeral a few miles away from me. A follower of the channel, Mary O'Connor from Douglas in Cork, but she hails from this neck of the woods. Her sister passed away. The funeral is tonight and tomorrow. So I did to pay my condolences. Her husband, Matt, who I know from my childhood days, he didn't travel. I believe he's still on crutches. I knew he was on them, but he's getting very fond of them. He was a great man when I was young. I used to see him passing the road on an ass and cart. He knew more about asses than he did about horses that time. So he follows the channel anyway. I had a good chat with Mary. She came out. She was having a smoke. The big sea was the problem there as well. It's absolutely rampant all over the place. Today we had 3 horses. First one was Out of Focus. A lot of money for it. Went off 11 to 8 favourite, I think. And it looked to be going all right. But clearly it didn't stay in that ground. Would have been the problem, I would say. I said to be back and trip the next day. From the same yard in with the next horse, Secret Plan. It was going all right, but I made a howler of a mistake. He stood about 10 yards too far off the fence, and he was pulled up shortly afterwards. The minute he made that mistake, you couldn't keep going after that. If there was a car, you'd have to pull it up. And then we had a horse that we won't be backing again, Total Pig. Reminds me of, in the same colours, the horse that we put in the pig category a long time ago, Fox Labelle. So I said, them two, you probably might send them over to Ben Haslam. They might get a race in Sedgefield or somewhere like that. But I won't be back in it again anyway. It had whatever chance it had today. That was it. Gone. What's lost is lost and gone forever, as the song says. On to tomorrow. The 4:45 at Exeter is a 2 miles 7, a staying race. It's called the Stairs Handicap Hurl. There's a lot of there's a few newcomer first time in handicaps, and there's one near the top of the market that hasn't ran in a while. Which one is that? Hold on. Yeah, Hercules Morse hasn't ran for 373 days. It's by Blue Brazil. It's sort of an informed stable, so hard to know is it well handicapped or not at 119. But one that did run in a handicap the last time, even though it was 5th, I thought it ran as sort of a pleasing race. There's a bit of money for it. I had 3 9 to 2 shots picked out, that it'd be 3 each way bets and an each way sort of treble. It's gone into 7 to 2 now, but it ran. It won a point to point, so distance isn't a problem. From Matt Flynn O'Connor, won by 30 lengths no less, and then it won a bumper by 24 lengths. It was under a penalty then in a class 3 bumper in Sandown. It was 3rd, and then the last day I thought it ran a good race enough. We have seen this race before, because this is the race that I picked transmission out of that day. So it's in the
wrapped up in
That's
May
it,
in
on the
blue
right
and
hand side
pink.
in the pink
Top
cap.
Cloud behind those. Look out, Zonda. Green sleeves making headway. Scomlock Leoth at the second last is now a length leader to Top Cloud and wrapped up in May. Transmission and Zonda the next couple of runners as they move down then to the 11th and last flight. Scomlock Leoth in front to Top Cloud. Transmission. The black jacket coming into it, wrapped up in May is behind those. They jump over the last. Top Cloud looking for a fourth win of the season, nearest to us. Scomlock Leoth the far side, transmission between those. Over 100 yards to go after 3 miles. Top Cloud and Scomlock Leoth, these two greys battling it out. There's very little between them. The judge to split Top Cloud and Scomlock Leoth.
That was transmission I pointed out on the right. It was the one on the left. Harry Cobden. He went off favourite in that race actually. No, second favourite. Rated 1:18. So that was a good novice handicap hurl. Good enough for him. I had it picked out as an each way bet, but it's a win bet now unless it drifts out again in the morning. As I said, Hercules Morse hasn't ran for a long time. Oak Creek won a maiden hurdle, so that's first time in a handicap. So we proved that we're fairly well handicapped. So hopefully tomorrow might be the day. We go on to Leicester. The 3:55, 2.5 mile chase. Oxygen is the favourite for Venetia Williams. That won a couple of races, but I'm going for Grandads Cottage. This an informed stable, Ollie Murphy, in the famous John Hales colours. Lightly enough raced for, it's a 9-year-old, isn't it? It is, yeah. Only has ran 11 times, winning 3, placed twice. Won a pint to pint, but it seems it's to be better at an intermediate trip. It won off 127 in last March. Then it had a break up £4. It was back in a good competitive race. We were on something in that race that Gavin Cromwell's horse won, Ascot Clement. But it ran then St. Stephen's Day in Aintree. It's in the famous Hales colours there. It runs.
This is the fourth
a decent enough race here.
Coconut splash in.
It looked very threatening, menacing before the second last. He jumped it a bit slow. He looked like he wasn't fit, to be honest. But off 129 with Dylan Johnson, and he's riding well. He's taken off 7 the last 14 days. He's a winner in a couple of places for a £7 claimer. He's not too bad. So that'll bring him down to 122. That's underneath another creek. I thought there was 8 in that earlier, 7 as well. So we go a win bet on that. We'll see the market again. Let's have a quick look at Oxygen. Yeah, he won a couple of races. He was behind Scarface. Off second favourite for that. One at Fundalk as well. 7 horse race. There's a lot of them that's way down in the ratings in considering what they were before. including that volatile analyst 84. That was when it was with Keith Dalgleish. It was rated in the low hundreds. It won in Doncaster, a listed race, beating Diligent Harry over 6. It won in Wolverhampton as well over 7. It's the horse sort of to beat, but it's short. I suggest that Prisoner's Diamond or Prisoner's Dilemma. This is a third run back from a layoff, an 8-year-old, but this is something similar as well. It's 81 now, and it won for us actually August 2022 in the Cora, hosed up that day off 103. Joey Sheridan was in the play at that day, but Donnacha O'Connor has rode it a good bit. Now, it was behind the one I mentioned there in a race, but he's a nice pull on the weights. He was off 84 and 82, carrying 10 stone 2 against 9 stone 9, and tomorrow it's 9 stone 4, and it'll be 9 stone 2 with the so he's £5 better off. But if we look at his last race over 6, that's him with the white cap, but this is over 6.
On this side, Collective Power makes ground with Inishmo Prince. Over the far side, Distillate and Marsa racing to the final furlong, and they're panned across the track with Dream Today coming to the front for Musical Tribute Nostrica. Extreme Stand side digging in late is Collective Power ahead of Inishmo Prince, and Prisoner's Dilemma's next as they race up towards the finish. It is Dream Today, Collective Power and Musical Tribute wide across the track. Dream Today follows up. We close for the second. Inishmo Prince, Prisoner's Dilemma, Musical Tribute next, then Collective Power. Austria.
He didn't know which side to go. I don't think he wanted to win that day, but I think it's between the two of them, Volatile Analyst and Prisoner's Dilemma, taking the outsider, the one we won on before, is 9-2. Could do a reverse forecast with the Fav. Just a quick, I didn't get a chance to look at, there's a Leopardstown, there's a hurdle race and a chase. The hurdle race, Panda Boy is in that. I don't know whether they're going to run him or not. They probably will, because they'll probably keep his rating down. They won't go, they're going for the Grand National. Martin Brazel, who won it a couple of times before. An 8-year-old. Is 40-1 for the entry Grand National. We could nearly, well, I put a few pound on him the other day at 40-1 each way. When Brazel targets a horse for the Grand National, it's worth following. So that's why he's entered in this. We won on this. Did we win this last year? We did. Percival de Galwa. Do you remember that? It was a nice gamble. We have Music of Tara stepping up and trip as well. That won for us recently at Christmas. I think it only went up £7. So we'll see what that. There's Park of Kings. It won a couple of times for us as well. That Canal End is well handicapped if the handbrake is off sometime. So we'll see. We won't know until Thursday what the field is like. There's a chase race. The Ryanair handicap chase. Final Orders won this last year. Be interested to see what actually turns up here. We have the Folks Tiara. It won for us at Christmas. I think that went up £7. be interested to see will they go for this again. And the bumper then, which is always the future stars bumper. There's a couple of entered in that actually won't be running in Cheltenham, which is, you'll wonder, they're probably going for the pot. The winner is 60,000 and there's good prize. There's 20,000 for second, 10,000 for third. But I Dream to Share won this last year, but they're not going to Cheltenham with it. There's too many runs. Jalan Dadaris, that's the favourite. You have Redemption Day, that's a 7-year-old. That can't run in Cheltenham. So, of the 13 entries, I think Gordon Elliott and Willie Mullins have 11 between them. This always throws up a good winner. A Dream to Share won it last year. Facile Vega won it the year before. Kilcrush won it the year before that. Appreciated, Envoy Allen and Black Bow. So whatever wins this probably will go favourite. Probably 3-1 favourite for Cheltenham. But if it comes first and second, two horses that can't run in it, it'll be, what'll happen, I don't know. Anyway, I'll have a look at Sundays. I'll have a couple up tomorrow night, although I think I will be going to the City of the Tribe tomorrow again. So, but I'll try and be back early enough. I might have a look at it now actually before bed. So, a shout out to Malcolm Jones, Shea Storman, Toran Leah, and Lily. There was a Lily looking for where to find the description. Underneath the video, you'll see where it says viewers or whatever, it says more. So press more, and that's where the description is after that. And a happy 33rd birthday to Chris Hill. I think that is today. I think he said happy birthday to me. So seeing that he's singing happy birthday to me, we won't do it. No problem, Chris. Enjoy the night. Bash the bookies, over and out.